Good morning. My name is Eliane Han. I am glad to see you here. I love fitness, I love movement, and I love everything about it my entire life already. I have some wonderful classes that I call Flair with a chair. And I want to show you some of these exercises today, some of these movements, so that we can do this together, hopefully in the future online in a few classes. I'm trying to do this every month just to give you a couple of things that you can do at home with me or by yourself, right? So I'm recording this session so that you can do this at home by yourself and do this with me. We're gonna work a lot on posture. I work a lot on sitting up straight and using a chair without arms, right? That's the most important. And I'm gonna give you an example this morning of the things that I usually do in my classes. And they are popular. They are popular for the active aging population, right? We're not calling ourselves seniors. We're calling ourselves active agers. And it is so fun and it feels so good. So we work a lot on posture, on lengthening, on alignment, lengthening the spine and sitting up straight. And we use the edge of the chair to sit on the chair so that we have freedom in our legs to move. We're going to work on mobility, the joint mobility. We're going to work on flexibility. We use some yoga moves in there. It is not really chair yoga, but it is a combination of chair yoga, strength, flexibility, mobility, posture correction, and of course, all this to become fall proof. Right, so I hope you'll do it with me. Let's get started. I'll show you a few things. I'm going to tilt my camera a little bit so that you can be with me. And we're going to sit on this chair right here on the edge of the chair. So really sitting a little bit with your sit bones on the edge and place your feet straight underneath your knees. That's the best way to sit up straight. And my knees are about hip width apart. So if you're sitting like this, you can see, and stay where you are, but you can see that you want to be in a chair that is stable on a piece of carpet or on no, a grip floor, non-sliding, right? Because whoop, you don't want to go have the chair get away from you. So when we're sitting up straight, we're going to work on that spinal correction. We're going to sit up really tall, kind of feeling that your back is lengthening up to the sky, right? And we'll just have our hands on our knees, or we just kind of like hold them where you are comfortable sitting up straight. I want you to see my feet. So I'm going to go a little bit backwards here. I was trying this out this morning and I'm not trying a few different things. Nope, here we go. And you can still see me. Yes. But I want you to see my tootsies. There we go. Yes. So you see how I have that perfect alignment, ankles, knees, hips, just sitting up straight right here. And I'm going to start with rolling the shoulders. Just roll your shoulders. Feel and just sit up straight and lengthening the spine, right? And the really straight feeling right here, kind of like feeling the shoulders roll and do them one by one. Oh yeah, that feels so good, especially if you're with me early in the morning. Then I want you to lift them really high. In the breath in and exhale and lower the shoulders and do that one more time. Lift them really high up and lower the shoulders and let them fall down. Right, so one of the big things that we do is keep a lot of stress and tension in our neck and shoulders, and we want to relax and release that. Right, so just move into the shoulders a couple of times a day, even maybe. Just make those roll moves and feel that loosen up, and then just lengthen your hands to the floor. Your shoulders will fall in place if your fingers are pointing, if your thumbs are pointing forwards. So we have the nice open hearts, and I call that open your heart to the sky. That's where it is, right? Open your heart to the sky so that we have that nice lengthening alignment position of our body right here. I want you to activate the core muscles a little bit, right? They're under, they're under my donuts right there. I don't eat donuts. They're right here. But you pull them in a little bit, kind of like a little bit of a sucking feeling from your belly button towards the lower back. Excuse me, just sitting up straight here. And then I'm just going to drop my head to the right and to the left I'm doing that with a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, exhale to the other side right there. Good, and we're gonna add a little bit more of a neck stretch, right? We're gonna get into the sternocleidomastoid muscle. I'm gonna take my hands to the opposite side and pull over to the right here. Just lengthening. Now the other hand opens and goes a little bit to the diagonal back. So we're just really lengthening two ways through the neck muscles, right? I have my face still in the mirror. You see that? So I'm gonna drop down with my neck out on the chin here. But I'm just having my chin up, nose up, and my forehead all in the imaginary mirror in front of you. Very good. And then take it up. Inhale. And lengthening, exhale to the side, bring the other arm in, just stretch out right there. Feels so good. Now pull this arm a little bit down. You're not really forcing, right? You're just gently feeling a little bit of a tap here on your head and feeling a little bit of a pull there. So you're stretching and lengthening two ways. And then come back all the way to the center, holding your arms just wide open right here. Pull them towards the floor. And then drop your chin forwards. And bring your thumbs a little bit more to the back. So I feel them in the back of my neck. And now I'm going to rub my chin over the skin of my chest. I'm just rubbing it out. I got a lot of chins. Just rubbing it out. Very nice. I hope you feel it in the back of your neck. Relax your arms and come sit back up straight right now in a normal good position. My chin is just level with the floor and I'm looking out forwards. I'm going to take my right hand all the way up and just lengthen over to the side. Just feeling a big stretch right here. Inhale, exhale, go a little bit deeper in that stretch. I'm holding on to the opposite leg so that I'm not falling off the chair. And then inhaling, come slowly back. Good. Just kind of grab that leg, inhale, go over to the side, exhale. Good. Feels good. And then inhale and slowly come back to the center. Good. And then you want to take two arms all the way open and out. Open your heart to the sky right here. And just hold it a little bit. Really lengthen. Now, I'm not bending backwards. I'm just still sitting up straight. But I'm just opening a little bit. Just feeling my heart opening up to the sky. I just call this our attitude of gratitude, right? And take your hands up all the way to the ceiling. Interlock your fingers and just lift up the shoulders. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Good. Do it again. Lift them up. Exhale, drop them. Very nice. And just grab your right wrist and just pull a little bit on that arm down here. Oh, that feels good. And then inhale. You're doing great. Exhale, do it to the other side. Ah, nice. And very gentle right here. I'm going to drop and relax my shoulders, but hold a little ball. And I'm just going to move sideways with that ball. Just gently. Sometimes in Tai Chi or Qigong, we call this painting the sky, right? With your fingers, just movement in that upper back and body. And then all the way back and forwards. Just make a little circle on the sky. Don't forget now this time to move the torso. Right, we're just going to go up a little bit and back. I feel that movement, revolve and go to the other side. Oh, very nice. Reach up. Very nice. And one more time. Just reach up and control the strength in the core with the center, right? There. Open up and press away your hands. And then relax them. Good. And now we're just going to flow our hands a little bit forwards and backwards. And then lock your fingers together and press out forwards right here. Just press. Very good. And then a little bit for the wrist here. We want to keep our arm as straight as possible, but I'm going to grab my fingers and I'm just going to pull it back. You see that I'm just moving a little bit through the wrist, right? This eye of my hand is up. The eye of my elbow, whoop, up. Now I'm going to turn and flip my fingers down with my thumb outwards and do the same thing here. Yes. I'm trying to relax your shoulders, right? I'm always about those shoulders. Always about those shoulders. Other side, just lift. Pull the fingers a little bit towards you. Strengthen the arm right there. Drop the fingers down, thumb outwards. and really opening again with an elbow to the sky. Very good. And then let your arms slowly flow and let them flow a little bit around your body. Getting some spinal movement here. Just a little bit of working out. And then when I'm there on the right side, I'm gonna grab my right leg with my left hand. I had to think about that. And grab the chair, if you will. And I'm just gonna twist around and look behind me. Just twist around and look behind you. Now I need just to take a deep breath here and hold for a little bit. Just feeling, ooh, feeling that thoracic rotation, right? We're just stuck with our hips on the chair. So we really have to move into our upper body. And why is this so important? Because we want to be able to look on the back seat of our car instead of having to use our rear view window. So we want to keep seated, right? This is just kind of stable right here. We'll move into the upper back. So grabbing, holding on, gently pressing. You don't have to do that with force. We're not doing anything with force, but just with a little effort on the breath, right? So inhale, look behind you on the back seat of the car. You want to look for that snicker bar. Oops, I didn't say that. Ah, all right. And then come slowly back. Ah, relax the upper body. I hope that feels good for you, right? And then we're just gonna just tap a little bit with the toes, right here. Still sitting up straight, just really being tall, 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 tall. It's all about sitting on the edge of the chair. I have all that movement as possible because my legs are not resting on the chair, and I still have to carry myself straight up. So I'm so sitting so nice with a cup of coffee on top of my head, moving through the ankles. And then I'm gonna lift my right leg up and just hold it with two hands. But you still wanna sit up straight. Let's try not to bend to it, but keep your cup of coffee on your head right here. Now we're gonna make some ankle movements. Very nice. Ooh. Yes. And just, I'm gonna hold it and just lift up. Now here, a lot of core strength is coming in. We're gonna activate those core muscles, the abdomen, right? Because when I lift up my knee, I feel that my upper leg is working, my quadriceps are working, and I really wanna pull in towards the lower back with my core muscles to strengthen the lower back. That is very good. You did great. Because what happens sometimes when we lift the leg up is that we want to fall behind, right? We want to fall behind the sit bones and kind of tumble back. And we don't want to do that. We want to try to sit up straight as possible instead of tumbling back towards the little triangle bone that you feel there. All right, wanting to sit up straight, triangle bones, I should say. And then we'll do the other side. Just kind of lift up, right? Hold the leg, lift it up, make some circles. Good, 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 good. Very nice. And then just lift the knee a couple of times up towards your shoulders. But you want to keep that posture. You want to keep that open shoulder. Shoulders are relaxed, right? Now we want to lift the shoulders as well because it's hard to do. So relax the shoulders, kind of pull the hands down and try to lift up the knee towards your shoulder. Sometimes I say, hold on to the chair a little bit if you can, so that you can pull yourself down, arms down and knee up. Good, and I can feel it immediately in my leg. So it's great work. We're gonna do the same thing with the right leg. Just lift it up a little bit here, right? Kind of kick it out, loosen up the lower leg. Very nice. And then I'm gonna hold it right here too. It doesn't have to be too high. Now I just want to open and make some movement through the hip. All right, so the femur right here in the hip joint. Nothing else is moving, you see? If it helps you, kind of hold on lightly, just move and find out how much mobility you have in that hip joint right here. Good. Very nice. Right? Mostly want to keep working on those strength muscles, the core muscles right there, and keep working on sitting up straight and tall. Right? So a cup of coffee, here we go on the side, and open. You see, this is my bad hip, so I have a little less mobility there to turn out sideways. Very good. right? Open and close. Ah, nice. And then take it back down. Good, and just kind of tap those feet out and start running a little bit. Just kind of get some fire going in your body. Just turning up the beat. Nice. Ah, very good. Very good. Now I'm gonna take my right leg straight out and I'm just gonna flex the toes up. Yeah, flex the toes up. Right there. Still sitting on the edge of the chair and I'm gonna flex my toes up. Now I'm gonna have all this hamstring, right? This hamstring to off the chair. I can lean on the other leg with my body forwards. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of an exercise here, lengthening forward. So you see how I'm trying to lengthen my back. It's really into a tall line. I call that give your cup of coffee to ET, right? Just lengthening while that spaceship is going away from you. And then you release and you try to grab and hold on to the toes and release forwards. And we're just gonna always, we just take just a little bit of time here, right? You wanna do a deep breath. You feel the hamstrings, you feel the glutes, the gluteus, you feel the lower back. It's all connected, my friends. Just hanging out right there. And bring back slowly into a sit-up position, nice and straight. Good. And then we'll take the other leg, right? So you put it far away, right? In this case, you would sit right here, and you put it far away. I'm almost falling up. You see, I really want to lengthen. Now, my cup of coffee, I'm laying on the other leg. I'm bringing that cup of coffee to the side, just right there, even more so. Lengthening and pulling and pushing a little bit here, starting with the lumbar part of your spine, the lower back right there. Leaning forward and relax and grab those toes. Right, I want to check my shoulders, check my head. Just take a deep breath there and lean into it, into that stretch. And then inhale slowly, push yourself up. Always very careful. I'm always a big stickler for that we're careful coming out of the pose as well, right? And always inhale and do it nice and slow. So you can't really do anything wrong either if you're coming out of that position, right? So we're just moving there. Now the last one I'm going to give you for today, and I'm going to kind of break it up in different sections and do other things next time. This time we're going to just stand up and sit down. One of the most important things we can do for ourselves as active agers, so make sure that we're not falling and we keep strength in the leg and in the legs and strength in the core muscles. So the easier thing for me to think about is if I want to stand up without, of course, is what we're doing, without the help of our arms and arms in the chair, right? So we want to lean in again with a straight back. I want to have my heels straight underneath my knees. Well, lean in with a straight back. And what I'm going to do is pull up to the sky. Remember, that's where it all is. So imagine you have a pulley and you're being pulled up towards it. It's a lot easier than when you think, oh, I have to carry my whole body to standing up. Now, the same thing here. I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to use my legs and go to the floor into this diagonal position, right? We're going to just go back here into the chair. Whoop! Ah, right? So the control and feeling low as can be is important for you to do that again. Yes, so we're going to stand up and sit down and just go into the feeling of being pulled up and then slowly you're being released, but very slowly because you're still hanging till the last moment. Right? So here we go again. We're going to try it. Forwards, push through the heels. Ah, that was easy. Now come into the heels right here and sit back. And in and up and down slowly. Feel. And the lower you can get with working the legs right here, right? The easier it is to sit back and do that very careful. That's why you have to secure that chair because you don't want to miss that chair. All right? Boom. All the way up and all the way down. Good. So usually, really nicely, I come through a couple of these. Sometimes we do 15, sometimes we do 20. Using this exercise to come to a standing balance exercises with the chair. And I'm gonna do that the next time for you. So we'll leave it right here. And we're gonna add some stretches, we're gonna add some strength and coordination movements. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you for watching today, and I will see you next time. And please reach out if you have anything that you would like to ask questions. Please reach out and let me know. Thank you.